Yeah, I made it. If there was only one word to describe 2025, it would be nuts. Nuts, I say. Just trying to explain this year and the moments that happened would keep us here for hours. So fuck it, this is the top 5 and drop 5 list of games for 2025. But as always, to soften the blow, it's the honorable mentions. Then, like a sudden smack to the head by a bottle, it's the dishonorable mentions. Oh yeah. Harada left Namco too. Let's just start already. Sure, it took 8 years, and sure it got the lowest score compared to the previous entries, but did that stop me from playing Prime 4 Beyond? Of course not. The fact we finally got a Metroid Prime 4 is solid enough to land the 5th best on my list. But for real, if there was one drawback, it's the amiibo paywall that recently got implemented in order to unlock certain features. Fifth worst, on the other hand, was an embarrassment for the Switch 2 debut year, and I wouldn't even call it a game, I would call it a mandatory checklist. The Wii back in 2006 came with a launch title which was Wii Sports to welcome gamers and get an idea on how the system works. Then they did it twice. Now we get Welcome Tour, and what should have been a launch title bundled like Mario Kart World is instead a slog fest that requires you to do necessary tasks just to complete it. I'm sorry, but if I have to spend money for a controller or even a higher resolution TV in order to progress in your tutorial levels for your new system, that's a no from me. Next. It's Kirby Air Riders. And yeah, it's number 4, what are you going to do, huh? Are you going to banish me to a torture chamber just for putting this higher than it should be?
Oh no, he put a game that's amazing but only at the 4th spot. He did this while on the internet. He must be castrated for even thinking of an opinion.
Enough. Seriously, I love Air Riders, it's great, it offers so much for the value, the chaos and speed of this game is top-notch. Even GUI, my beloved, is my main. But even at number 4, it always keeps me coming back for more. That's called replay value. Do I need to say anything about Borderlands 4 that hasn't been said? Fine, a rapid-fire summary, poor optimization, tiresome gameplay loop, watered-down narrative. And Randy Pitchford having such a fit on Twitter. Time. Believe me when I say it, Hades 2 is a phenomenal sequel and truly stands on its own merits, especially in the tidal wave of indie games this year. The remaining 3 were tough to organize, but Hades 2, you proudly earn the medallion of 3rd but can always burst with fun. On the other hand, Ubisoft once again with the routine of giving the cookie-cutter result with their own property, now with Assassin's Creed Shadows as the 3rd worst. I don't even want to look at you, Shadows, go to the boar pen where you belong. Come on, you know it's not a top 5 drop 5 list without a fighting game involved. I was this close. To giving second best to Capcom Fighting Collection 2, but as much as I adore Capcom vs SNK 2, the spot needs to go where it rightfully belongs to. Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Yes, it has its controversies, but look at this. Look at this content. And there's plenty more of it so long as SNK focuses on the longevity. Second worst is Doom: The Dark Ages. Here's only one thing to say about it. Ahem. Fuck you for butchering the one trait the Doom Slayer is known for. Ripping. And tearing. And instead you place him in the princess saving category. Enough said. But here we have it. My game of 2025 without a doubt. For years it was pleaded for his return, and he finally came back to kick some tail. Enrage himself like a Super Saiyan, this crazy Kong can do it all, just saying. And young Pauline, she's too precious to leave her uninvolved. Donkey Kong Bonanza takes it. Apes United. You know that painful feeling when you get stuck on a board of barbed wire, then you manage to wiggle and somehow pull yourself out while bits of your flesh got ripped? Put that same feeling when you try playing Mind's Eye in 2025. Then after you're done playing Mind's Eye, you too would rather get stuck on that barbed wire board. Voluntarily.